Girl, they had told Donald Trump, do not congratulate, but what they should have been telling his ass was do not resuscitate, because I am ready to put this sham of a presidency to rest. I'm the librarian, and I came to read. I apologize for the delay in For the Culture podcast, but the episode is up now. Sorry for being late, but y'all already know where the tea is at, girl, so y'all might as well go on over. It's almost 2 hours long, this particular episode entitled Beige Rage, so you need to go on fortheculturepodcast.com right now and listen to it. Also, it's on Google Play now, so we're on iTunes, SoundCloud, fortheculturepodcast.com, and also Google Play, so get your fucking lives, okay? For the Culture Podcast is here to stay, and I want y'all to know that. Hey, also, I bet the neighbors know my name. I bet they do, sis, because the way that that person was probably saying, hey, Trey Songz, stop hitting me. Girl, Trey Songz has apparently turned his ass in for fucking domestic violence. Trey Songz is saying, girl, they're lying on me, sis. You know how they do us, girl, and I am not prepared for this shit, girl. I'm turning myself in and just saying, fuck it. I'm getting it over with, and I'm saying fuck it right now, girl, because y'all won't stop lying. For me, though, girl, I'm going to need a little bit more evidence to believe you, Trey Songz. You have had a history of trash-ass actions in the past, and also you're running around with Christopher Brown himself. So I'm going to need to see how this one plays. I want for anyone who has any information on Trey Songz and his past behaviors to go ahead and put it on my comments. But I just thought it was interesting that everybody wants to be knocking on the door. I bet the police do be knocking on the door, sis. But this is just allegedly, not saying anything. It would not be surprising to me. Moving the fuck along, Mr. Austin Bomber, girl. Mark Anthony Condit, finally fucking dead. So, but we can't breathe easier. Okay, the police were closing in on his ass, and he said, girl, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just talk to Hela from, Thor Ragnarok. I'm gonna talk to Hades or something. Maybe if Ares is there, but bitch, I'm going to the underworld. He said, fuck it, I'm blowing this shit up. Police aren't gonna catch, I gotta be quicker than that.
Oh, you almost had it.
That's what he said to the police, and he just decided to blow that shit on up. Now, sis, we already know that this shit has been going on, and it seemed to have targeted specifically minorities. I'm glad that he decided to take care of himself and usher himself into a new dimension, but what we have to realize in this current dimension, we need to continue to be vigilant, especially those of you in Austin, Texas, because there could possibly be more packages out there that the police officers don't know about yet. Now, online, they said that, girl, we're not gonna jump to any conclusion. I'm just like, wow, really? All of a sudden, y'all aren't going to jump to conclusions when the suspect's skin looks like a damn cloud? You know what I mean? When it looks like an unused ass sheet of toilet paper, when the suspect's skin looks like a 8.5 by 11. You know what I mean? All of a sudden now y'all ain't jumping to conclusions. I'm glad that suddenly y'all have the capability to not jump to conclusions. I don't know where you got it, but I'm hoping that you can hold on to it, so the next time you hear that, a nigger is running around here with a gun, you won't be shooting a 23-year-old black man holding a cell phone in his own goddamn backyard. And his name is Stephen Clark, by the way. So it's really interesting. I already talked about how media handles it, but now I'm talking about how law enforcement's just like, girl, we're not gonna jump to conclusions. And it's just like, damn, this whole time y'all been playing hopscotch and skip to my loop, bitch. Y'all been playing double dutch, jumping, bitch. Not even Destiny Child. Y'all been jumping to conclusions, but in this case, you don't want to. I'm happy that you don't. I'm happy that you're taking your time to figure this shit out. I'm happy that you're taking your time to research the case and making sure that every move that you make is the right one. I hope that you can continue this with other cases. I want to talk really quickly about Rosa DeLauro just dragging the everlasting shit out of fucking Betsy DeVos. Y'all already know I call her Flamingo. You know what I mean? She giving me pelican in the face. Y'all already know that shit, but Rosa dragged the shit out of Betsy DeVos's birds of a feather built ass. You know what I mean? And it was interesting to see, because what Betsy DeVos ass and her department is doing is making sure that these companies that collect your fucking student loans, making sure that they can operate however the hell they want to. Let me read some of this shit. Rosa DeLauro gets in a heated exchange with Betsy DeVos over a potential plan to preempt state regulations on student loan collectors. So we already know, and that's what Rosa brought up when she was talking to DeVos, that shit was hilarious. We already know that a lot of these companies are very predatory. We know that they like to take advantage of students, and Betsy DeVos and the Department of Education is supposed to protect education, supposed to protect students, and this is not what they're doing. Rosa asked, girl, who made this decision? Betsy, it's like she couldn't answer that shit. Did you make it or did your staff make it? Sis, it's just she had no idea what was going on. Rosa asked, what was the process? Rosa also asked her, who do you believe that this serves? Betsy was just like, I mean, even when Rosa asked her, girl, it's a simple yes or no, girl. That's all you have to say. And Betsy was like, well, yes, of course.
Who made that decision? Who made the decision?
What was the problem?
You gotta answer that the first time, okay, sis? So don't be copping an attitude when people who are paying your fucking salary want to know what you're doing with their goddamn education. Betsy, you really tried that shit? And for you to be this grossly incompetent, bitch, you sound like a broken record. It doesn't make any sense why your ass is out here trying to recite responses. Girl, you printed out the talking points and memorized them and said, hey, if these fucking poor people ask me about their education and the fact their ass is gonna be paying student loans back for the rest of their goddamn life, if these poor people ask me this shit, this is the only thing that I'm gonna respond with, and I'm gonna keep repeating it until people get annoyed. I'm annoyed, and I'm tired of seeing your Tasmanian devil-shaped ass just speeding on to destroy yet another resource in the education sector. Girl, sit your ass down. Girl, there's rumors of a few images flying around, but what I wanted to show you are two of Jim Carrey's images, his paintings. Now, this first one here is of Sarah Huckleberry Finn ass Sanders. Now, a lot of times we like to focus on what's obvious in the physical representation, you know what I mean? But what I think Jim Carrey really is doing with this piece is demonstrating the ugliness that lies deep within her spirit, you know what I mean? I think that he really accomplished a very amazing goal with this painting. We'll move right along to another image, and this image is of Donald Trump, and Jim Carrey calls it the Wicked Witch of the West Wing, I think. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but Donald Trump is out here, you know, immortalized, okay, in an image. And speaking of images that are probably gonna be immortalized, girl, Stormy Daniels is out here dragging you girls, and let's talk about the tea, okay? Because we have a contract here that apparently Donald Trump did not goddamn sign, and he's trying to. Now, what's ironic about it is that he's saying that he had no idea what's going. He has nothing about it, knows nothing about the contract, and he is insisting that nothing ever happened between him and Stormy Daniels. But it's just like, sis, if nothing happened, why is your ass so fucking? Why are you ready to silence her, girl? Why are you ready to silence her? Even a lawyer, even Stormy's lawyer said, I would not even have been doing what they're doing. What I would have done is just let Stormy Daniels speak whatever the fuck she got to speak and then discredit her. That's what Stormy Daniels' own lawyer said that he would do if he was Donald Trump. So it's just like, girl, Stormy Daniels' lawyer, I forget his name, was saying that, girl, we're playing chess. And it seemed, you know, I expected for them to also be playing chess as well because they're connected to the US government, Donald Trump, you know, he's the president. But Stormy's lawyer said, girl, we're playing chess and they're playing tic-tac-toe. It's like they're falling in every trap that we set for them. So it's gonna be interesting. You speaking about images, as I said earlier, we're talking about images, and I can't wait to see, oh, I can't wait to see that baby Carrey. Oh! I can't wait to see that squiggly ass worm, girl, that has been the bane of all of our existences for so long, girl. I can't wait to see that caterpillar that never had a chance to fucking turn into a butterfly. Old measly ass caterpillar, girl. I'm ready to fucking have that shit plastered all over the news so he can be mad as hell. Now, let me tell you who else is also mad as hell. There's a lot of people mad. We can first start off by saying that the Republican leadership is mad as hell because McConnell ass with his, you know what I mean, snapping turtle-shaped head-ass chin went on to the media, did a cute little press conference saying, hey sis, we're ready for the facts to come out in this investigation. We're ready for the facts to come out. They were making big moves saying that, girl, we stuck by his side for a long time, but if we're talking about going to prison and fucking treason and shit like that, girl, if he fires Mueller, I can't be behind that shit. That's exactly what Republicans, a lot of Republicans have been saying, and now Donald Trump is gonna be mad as fuck at that because that means that they are continuing to distance themselves from him, and not just like everyday ass Republicans, it's like leadership. Leadership is distancing themselves from it. They say, girl, racism is cool, bigotry is fine, destroying poor people's lives, that's okay. But bitch, what we're not okay with is treason and possibly going to prison for the rest of our lives. So it was interesting to see all that shit unfold. And a lot of the reason that shit unfolded is because of that whole shit going on with Facebook and Cambridge Analytica. I want to talk really quickly about this, and if you haven't looked it up, because I won't be able to explain it in this video like fully, but if you haven't looked it up, please look it up, okay? It's very important. Cambridge Analytica is a data mining company, and what they did, they teamed up with a bunch of people, but essentially the root of the problem is that they did some research on Facebook by putting out this personality quiz. Over 200,000 people took it, but what happened was on Facebook, everybody was taking a quiz, and if you yourself took that personality test, Cambridge Analytica was able to grab the information of not only your Facebook profile, but all of your friends. Only 200,000 something people took the personality test. They were able to get all their friends' information, and they had a database apparently of 50 million, 60 million people. Now they got this information from people who had largely not consented. They didn't realize that their information was being used to build like all of Donald Trump's online campaigning efforts, social media campaigning efforts. Another red flag that's being raised is like, girl, well, how did Russia know exactly where to put whatever bots they're having, whatever messages they wanted to show? How were they able to know that much? And it only makes sense that they were coordinating with Cambridge Analytica, or at least that's one of the main arguments that is being made. We know that they got the information from Facebook. Facebook is saying, girl, that was in 2014, and that they got that shit through a loophole that we have now fixed. But the UK government, the governments in UK and the government in United States they're not buying it. So apparently, at the time I'm recording this video, in 24 hours, Mark Zuckerberg will apparently go up there and talk about it. And there are a lot of people who don't trust him. Facebook has already had problems with security and privacy. We already know that it's not just Facebook though, right? We know that all social media, girl, they can pull that shit, but it's just about the deception. We had people from Cambridge Analytica talking to undercover reporters about how they will go about setting up their opponents. It was really shady. We also have the fact that Steve Bannon was a director at Cambridge Analytica, and they're going about this shit. And we also have the fact that if foreigners are working on your fucking campaign, we know that's illegal. So it raises a bunch of questions. It raises a bunch of questions, and it also explains a lot of shit. Cambridge Analytica, it honestly, I feel like it's a missing piece to how the fuck certain people knew where to place certain things online. It's just a bunch of shit going on. So we'll listen to what Mark Zuckerberg's shady, shiesty ass has to fucking say about this shit, but girl, I don't trust it. I don't trust it, and as I said, it's not just Facebook. I don't trust none of these corporate hoes, none of these companies, I don't trust. But if you were wondering, that's kind of a synopsis of what's going on in Cambridge Analytica. Hopefully there's someone in the comment section who can break it down even further. And please correct me if I got anything wrong, correct me. But from the research that I did, that's what I understand. But this is a very complicated, very nuanced issue, so talk about it in the comments. Let's talk about it. This is a very alarming time for Donald Trump, and one of the reasons for that is he used to not pay and or sue a lot of his really good lawyers. So now it's just sleazes that are trying to get some national ass attention that don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know, sleazy ass lawyers trying to help his ass out. I don't know if it was a joke or if it's real tea, but I heard his lawyer has a lawyer. Please tell me if that's accurate. I heard that Donald Trump's lawyer has a lawyer. And honestly, Trump needs as many good lawyers as he can get, because I heard that Mueller Ash is looking to interview his ass, and he's angry about that shit. I think he already has an idea of the questions that he's gonna be asked. Get ready for some hot ass tea to be spilled. It's all around a mess. I mean, we had Putin win this sham of a fucking election, and Donald Trump over here against the advisement of his national security team, girl. They said, girl, do not congratulate Putin on this fucking election. Guess what he fucking did? He did exactly that. He did exactly that to congratulate him. And they were talking about, girl, it doesn't make sense for us to be congratulating this man on a fucking election. That, girl, did you really think that these people had a choice? It didn't make any sense. Especially not considering the values that America wants to be based on, you know what I mean? The way you know that these people in the White House really don't respect Donald Trump is the fact that that was even leaked. The fact that we even got to hear that his national security team said do not congratulate. The fact that that has been released means that they're trying to tell you, hey sis, it's not us. It's his dumb ass, okay? And we need to get him out. I wanted to let you guys know that Amara's Insecure is a cute little bop. I'm here for it. And I also wanted to let you guys know that, unfortunately, this woman is my favorite artist. I love this woman to death. Oh, unfortunately, I just can't get enough of her. But let me tell you something about these bedroom slipper ass high heels that she has on, sis. I mean, girl, I'm not gonna do too much. I'm not gonna drag her too hard, because every time I've underestimated Beyonce and dragged her by her wig, she's always come back to tear my fucking afro from the fuck. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying not to do too much. But Beyonce says you already started out this era with your husband, whoever he is. You're trying to tour with him and shit. I let you live on that one. But sis, this video in Jamaica, girl, I know you're filming, sis. Girl, it's gonna have to be amazing. You're gonna have to really fuck me up, okay? And I don't know why I'm doubting it like you can't do it. I don't know why I'm doubting it, sis. But I'm saying this, I'm ready, bitch. I'm not ready for that Tyler the Creator ass fucking sunglasses and that tired ass wig, sis. But I'm ready for the album. And I want you to snatch Have a good evening, bitch. Snatch me.